Hi everyone, it's me, PityParty MSP, and yes, I know I haven't been on here for months, but I am back. With a new style of videos that Casey Jana inspired me to do, an MSP podcast. To be honest, I've always wanted to have a podcast. I've always tried to convince friends to make one with me, but they've never accepted. So I finally took the leap and made my own, MSP style with AI voicing. So this podcast isn't going to be only about MSP as well. That would make do for one episode. Then it would get boring. I'm going to be talking about just general pop culture topics or little rambles about my personal life. And who knows, maybe I'll invite friends on here and use my actual voice when I have people on the podcast for obvious reasons. The reason I stopped posting suddenly a few months back is purely because I had to prepare for my final exams to be able to get into university, and a girl did what a girl had to do and it worked. I got into my dream university after struggling for the past 8 years with mental health issues. It proved to me that I still have potential. I study law now, and my goal is to become a judge for children to help them get justice for bad stuff that has happened to them. I have approximately 8 years ahead of me in studies, but I know it's going to be so worth it. So far, I haven't officially started university yet. That's on the 9th of October, but I've been trying to advance myself by working with the lessons they gave the first years, last year. From what I've studied currently, I prefer international law and what the French call private law to constitutional law. For some reason, I find those classes easier to understand and assimilate. I also have an English jurisdiction class, which is fun seeing as I am in France. So far, so good. This podcast is probably not going to be hour-long episodes when I'm alone, and it isn't going to be daily, but feel free to suggest in the comments topics you'd like to hear me discuss. MSP is 15 now, apparently. That just makes every old player feel ancient. Does Gen Alpha even know what MSP is? Probably with nostalgia posts made by older players on TikTok or Instagram. My gosh, I'll be 20 next March, help. It's crazy to think that it's closer to 2030 than 2010, as someone who was born in 2005. Like, where are the flying cars we were promised, guys? Where are they? Also, can we discuss the hellhole that Twitter is? It's a hellhole. But gosh, am I addicted to it. I'm not even into anime or Vocaloids, whatever they're called. But that one drawing trend on Twitter where everyone drew Miku as different countries or different parts of countries was hilarious. Like, yes, give us Miku from Paris. But yeah, the absolutely vile stuff that is said on that app sometimes is very bad. But the other half of the time, you'll open your timeline to a tweet about how someone is angry at their landlord. And here's why in a thread, which is quite chill. I've been contemplating starting MSP YouTube up again for a while, but I would always think to myself that with university starting, I wouldn't have time for a series. However, a podcast once every few is possible. And I think it could be very nice, as I'll get to ramble about what I've been doing or learning and what's been going on in my life essentially. Free therapy session with the therapist included in the deal sort of thing. Funny thing is that I am editing this while I wait before I go see my psychiatrist. So yeah. Let's discuss the importance of mental health for a bit now. I have personally been dealing with my mental illnesses since the age of 11 and have been in therapy since. I feel as if the stigma around therapy in 2024 is still so present, which is such a bad thing because it discourages people who are suffering to seek the help they deserve. But just in general, the stigma around mental illnesses is horrid. And so is the misinformation, which is a massive public disservice, as people will go online on TikTok, search up symptoms of an illness they think they have, and self-diagnose it. Like, please, for the love of God. Go see a psychiatrist before claiming any diagnosis. Trust me, you do not want to have an illness. Sorry for that long ramble, here's another ramble for you guys. University and making friends. So I do my university online, so everyone in my course is online too, and dispatched around France, and pretty sure around the world at this point. We have many group chats. When I say many, that is an understatement. The amount of notifications I get a day is wild, but it's all fun and games, so that's okay. I was actually quite afraid of speaking in those group chats at first, fearing how I'd be perceived or if anyone would reply, would I fit in and all that. Is because of years of bullying I was put through. But on a positive note, I spoke, and now I can speak freely in them. Because everyone is so nice and has been since the get-go. I'm really appreciative for that. I am also very appreciative that University Online exists, because with my illnesses, it gives me a better shot, a succeeding seeing as if I have an episode. I won't get issues from administration due to my absences, or if I need to go into hospital again, Same goes. My university even has special helps that I can access, seeing as what I have is recognized as a disability, which it is. Overall, I am very happy with how this year seems to have started. On this last note, I think I'm going to be signing off for today's first episode. Don't forget to comment if you've liked the episode, or as I said previously, if there's any topics you'd like to see me discuss. This is PityParty MSP signing off.